Oh, never mind. We're live. Screw it. Tried to stop that, but here we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lane Kiffin guys. We were going to watch this whole Ole Miss Liberty game, but Tyler's traveling schedule and my current health have now put that in serious jeopardy. So, in the meantime, we got to give picks because it's just it must happen. It must happen. So we'll just get straight into that. We'll see how long this goes. We're gonna give out college picks. We have a massive day today, and we've only got a short period of time before these early ones start. So let's start there. Armed services. Hate those football games so much, but do you have a pick?
I
feel like it has to be brought up.
Yeah, there's so much going on this morning where I saw it and I was like, normally you would just play the under, but no, I have so many other things, irons in the fire per se, this morning that I'm just sitting it out.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'd probably just go Air Force at home minus the 2.5, just because they seem like a better team. But I have no idea. Let's get to the game we were planning on watching, and we'll still watch it. Just probably we won't do it live on here, or most of it live on here. And that is our boy Lane Kiffin. This line I see is now down to 8.
Is it?
Over-under set at 67. I've got 8 here. I'm not sure which sports book. When I looked at FanDuel, it was at 8.5. Oh, jump back up to 9.
Of course it did.
Wow, that was fast.
I see it at 9 too. I didn't play it just because Ole Miss's health status on offense. You know, they could pull Coral in the third quarter if they have a comfortable lead and have a backdoor cover of some capacity. And they're still with their third string wide receivers. So Ole Miss has bitten me so many times this season where it's like, let's just pump the brakes and hope that Matt Coral goes out there and just slings the football this weekend. Liberty has a terrible defense. I know it's highly ranked, but I don't think they've played a top 100 offense, to be quite frank with you, when I was looking at some of these numbers. So if I had to play, I would go Ole Miss minus 9. And this one does scream shootout because it's got Hugh Freeze versus Lane Kiffin. So I might actually live bet over 68 in this game just because of those two head coaches.
I want to point out that I watched Hugh Freeze on game day just now say pretty much admitting he doesn't think this team has got a chance unless Malik Willis plays outside of his mind. Is the vibe I got from him.
Which you could.
Which is why I think this is the Liberty team that I thought was going to cover the 33 at UL Monroe, and they lost. They lost that game.
So
Mississippi by 1,000. It's not even close.
All right, I'll add it right now. I will live bet it right now.
I tried to move this line, but FanDuel would not let me. I was going to move to 20. I don't think this game ends up being in the same stratosphere. Remember when I talked about strength of schedules and how that's kind of actually been a pretty good barometer? Strength of schedule played. Liberty, who's 7-2, 125 out of 130.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is 20. And they've lost to Auburn and Alabama. Liberty has not played a team even remotely in that category.
Which Auburn is a lot better than I think we think they are.
Well, when Bo Nix shows up, they're not bad. They're still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of been – every time I watch an Auburn team play, it just kind of seems like, well, is Bo Nix going to play well? Because if they do, then they might stand a chance. I lost my schedule. I accidentally X'd out of it.
There's a lot.
Early slate. What else are we thinking?
So I actually sat out Georgia minus 40 because it's 40, and I'm the thought process declining it. I'm like, well, maybe Georgia's second string defense is better than Missouri's first team offense, which could very well be true. However, 40 points is way too much, and I'm not betting against Georgia, so we're sitting that out. I flirted with Ohio State minus 14.5, however, did not take the bait because of the home dog scenario. Nebraska is scrappy enough. However, Ohio State is good enough just to blow the brakes off of them. But you do know that I absolutely went Wake Forest outright. I think they were plus 115 on the money line where I got them this morning, maybe a little bit more. Vegas thinks this is going to be a shootout and North Carolina is going to have the ball last, but I've watched way too much football this season to know that Wake Forest isn't going to make any mistakes because North Carolina defense stinks, and Sam Howell will make a mistake at some point in time, and that will probably change the tide of this game. It'll be much like that Wake Forest Army game where it'll be high scoring, but there will be a mistake that will shift it towards Wake Forest's favor.
Yeah, we've been riding Wake Forest kind of all year.
Yep.
I can't go away from that one. I'll ride with you there. No, UNC at home, 23 points. Yeah, they can cover that. Any other games? Early slate. Not a whole lot going
on. Miami minus 10. Of course, I feel good about them being back. We'll see how that goes.
You hate money, don't you? You just hate money.
Hey, the last couple of weeks I won on them outright when they were dogs. So let's see if they can actually cover as favorites because they've been winning as dogs.
I'm going to look that up, what they are as a favorite, if I can find it.
Probably over.
It's probably terrible. Okay, so why I look for that one. Early slate, too. I am going to try SMU one more time. You know I like these smaller school, these just – I don't want to say it, roadrunners of these smaller schools. SMU is one of them. Giving the Mustangs, only giving up 3.5 on the road. Goes against home dog theory, but you got to do it every once in a while.
Yeah, I saw Memphis was 4.5 point favorites yesterday, so I think the money might be on Memphis to move the line like that.
Fuck yeah, it is. Love it. All right. I gotta find this Miami thing because it's driving me. It needs to be brought up because it can't be good.
Or at least Miami in that early slate. Well, actually, they were in the early slate last week, but prototypically, my early morning blues or the noon slate blues usually has Miami involved, not covering anything. It's usually losing.
Of course, as I try to find it, my computer wants to freeze. Let's see. Early slate games. Talked about Georgia. That Georgia game. I watched that. I watched that BC Missouri game. Nothing about Missouri impressed me. Nothing about BC impressed me in that game. Any chance you're taking Duke 3-point home dogs?
No,
I didn't think so. I don't have much in the early slate really. I'm gonna go SMU. I'm gonna go Ole Miss by 1 billion, and that's pretty much it.
Wake, gotta ride Wake.
Oh, and Wake, that's right. No, I'm not going to ride with you on Miami. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's all right. I'm usually there by myself anyway.
I don't have that sort of money just to throw away on the Miami Hurricanes. Moving on then. I think this slate gets a little better from here on out. So
yes, it does. This morning's kind of tough. The Purdue opened up as 3-point favorites, and now they're 2.5 or 3-point underdogs.
I got 2.5. Yep, 2.5.
Which is fine. I'll take Michigan State by 10 in this game. Again, we've watched so much football this season. If the Wisconsin Badgers can go to Purdue and shellac them, what is Michigan State going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think Michigan State sort of established their – and they're playing for something now too because right now they're in. So there is – I mean, you're playing, if you want to go the shoe method of let's look ahead to Ohio State. Maryland might be that trap game. It's not going to be Purdue. Yeah.
I'm high on Mel Tucker. I think that's not a secret to anybody that's listened to us over the last couple of months. Yeah. I've preached that. I mean, I was on Michigan State before they beat Miami that morning. I said that would be the play of the day with the way that football team's playing, and they've continued to prove me right, even though I bet against them that day, speaking of Miami. But I feel like this is a complete massacre type game. You know, it's one of those rat lines where it is, oh, he's got the heel shirt on. Sorry.
Which is a great show. I thoroughly enjoyed that show. Heels or heel?
It's heel. Yeah. Or heels, I don't know.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that show. Also, he wants to remind, because it's a big day also, everybody. It is Breeders' Cup Saturday. Let's not forget about what's happening today because it's a big day. And the way yesterday ended in the Breeders' Cup, wow. Horse who just, didn't run for anything except for money, and then you couldn't bet the horse, and it was a giant clusterfuck. I actually got into it. I don't know if you've seen with one of the guys from FanDuel about how a scratch score should just not be. I just think it shouldn't have to run or shouldn't be able to run. Let's see. Oh, I finally got Hurricanes are 1-5 against their spread in their last 6 games as a home favorite.
Perfect. Thought to be 2-5.
Hurricanes are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games versus a team with a losing record.
Perfect. About to be 2-5.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I love your loyalty because I'll probably end up betting USC tonight, even though I think that's going to be my waste of money. Let's talk about your Wisconsin Badgers and my Scarlet Knights, though.
Hey,
because you want to talk about home dogs.
Hey, this is the game where we know we're going to be opposite. I already placed it this morning, Wisconsin at 13.5. I don't know. We just needed to be opposite on it, and I needed to play it.
The only thing I hate is I actually like when I watch except for the Northwestern game, I like when the Scarlet Knights go on the road. They seem to be a weirdly better team on the road. Obviously, you could look like the Temple and like Ohio State. I mean, they did have to play Ohio State and Michigan State at home, so maybe that's why I have that like in my head. But not to mention too, there's going to be 10 points scored in this game, probably total.
Hey, the Wisconsin offense has been humming the last couple of weeks. Humming. They've been running the football. This feels like they're the Wisconsin Badgers again. After the abysmal start, they play strong defense. They run the shit out of the football. The quarterback has 12 passes a game, completes 8 of them. We're back to being the Wisconsin Badgers, okay? We're gonna run the table. We're gonna get to the Big Ten championship game and just get massacred by Ohio State. Everything is back to normal.
The Iowa game had to have been their most impressive performance in quite some time. Yeah, like by a lot. So I'll give you that. But that might just be the one game you get out of them this year, and who knows? Am I weird? I want to take Notre Dame minus 21.
No. The only thing that scares me is Navy controlling the clock and running the football as much.
It goes quicker. That's kind of what we always thought too. Like I always used to try to take unders against the Titans because the Titans would just usually they're scoring drive. Of course, then Derrick Henry, you think they're going to run the ball, and then Derrick Henry breaks one off for 80, so because he's just as big of a threat as Tannehill to anybody downfield. You could have stopped after I like the Scarlet Knights, dude. I love the Scarlet Knights.
Yes,
great football team.
You know what else you like is your boy Rocky Lombardi, who did not come through. However, the Jersey play did come through again. Did you see the Kent State unis?
I didn't care for him, but everyone else seemed to like him, so I figured that was probably the play, but I can't bet against Rocky. Why would I?
Of course.
Yeah, Mac. We did very well in the Mac. Dennis, you included. I think the only reason, I only took Ball State because I was going opposite of you guys, but I like my Zips. But other than that, and I did take the under in that game, I believe, which also hit.
Yeah,
I had a 5-team parlay. I did with the under in the Ball State game, all the other Eastern Michigan and whoever else we picked. The only one I lost was that Northern Illinois game. So solid start for us in the MAC. Solid start for MAC.
Yeah, I had a decent Monday through Friday run. I hit the Giants and the Danny Dimes prop on Monday, then the 2 dogs on Tuesday, hit Kent State on Wednesday. Had 0 plays on Thursday because of the travels. Hit BC outright last night, but however, Utah beat the shit out of Stanford last night.
Living dog shit out of Stanford.
Beat the shit out of them. I'm looking forward to that Utah-Oregon game in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that will be. Also, RIP Mike White. That was a big disappointment. We just need to throw that in there because T's and P's to him. Do I try betting UL Monroe again? Rich Rod and UL Monroe.
Got to hit at some point.
Every time I do bet them, they don't cover, and every time I don't, they do. Anything else? Late slate.
I'm actually taking Auburn +5. I think it's going to be a tight game, and if I can get 5 points, I'm going to take them. I've seen it at 4.5 all week. It's just when I logged in the app this morning, I took it. I can't remember, but I may have taken West Virginia plus 3.5 at home against Oklahoma State. They're just so much better of a football team at home.
I have that written down on my sheet as well.
Yeah, they're just so good at home. We've hit on this a few times. They might even win outright. I actually stayed away, so I'm getting very high on Baylor the more that I watch them. But they're playing at TCU. Gary Patterson just stepped down. I feel like this might be a rise-up game for TCU, just because Gary Patterson's been so involved with that program for as long as we've been alive. It feels like.
Cincinnati by 1 billion. They're pissed off.
Yes,
there's 6 in the calendar. Yeah. Which let's we're going to talk about a couple of these teams. So I was slightly prepared. Jets don't have a QB. They do have a coach. Well, I won't argue that. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Beautiful.
Our current college football playoff standings. And there's a team in there. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. This isn't even in the top 25. That is the UTSA Roadrunners at 16. They didn't even make this top 25. It got cut off there, but they're not in it. Trust me. And then Cincinnati's got to be pissed.
Yes.
I mean, they know they need a statement game and just blowing the door. I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't even take the starters out if I was them at this point.
So here's a question for you that I have off of this reaction. So we got Wake Forest at number 9. If you take the name Wake Forest and replace it with the name Clemson, do you think they're at number 9?
Oh no, if you put Florida State,
they're number 2.
They're higher.
They're number 2. Literally, I think if Clemson beat the same team, same record, they're number 2.
It's not often you see so many. I mean, even Oklahoma at 9-0, they're 8.
Right.
It's Oklahoma, guys. That one actually surprises me just as much as these other ones, to be honest.
Yeah, Oklahoma at 9 or 8 and Alabama at 2 were the big ones when I saw it. I was like, "That are you sure? What are you guys watching?"
Yeah, well, if you watched, did you see any of game day today?
No.
What's his name? The Iowa AD, Bartha.
Well, I don't know.
He's the chairman of the playoff committee. He got roasted by every sign that's sitting out there in Cincinnati right now. It's crazy.
As he should.
Yeah. But back to actual picks. Yep, Cincinnati. I think they just run the I don't think Tulsa stands a chance today. They probably lose by 40.
I took Utah State minus 18.5. I really enjoy watching them play football. Kind of a secret crush that I've developed over the course of this season. I don't know if it has anything to do with Jordan Love, former Utah State quarterback starting for the Green Bay Packers on Sunday.
First start of the year. First start of the career.
But no, they've actually treated me very well this season. Utah State has. I don't know what they are exactly straight up against the spread, but it feels like every time I bet on them, they cover, and they're playing at New Mexico State, who is horrendous. And Utah State's in contention for the Mountain West. What is it? I think it would be the East Division, or however they break it up. So they'll get they're gearing up to play Fresno State here. It looks like here in a couple of weeks.
So now you say New Mexico State's terrible. Utah State 6-2 straight up, 5-3 against the spread. New Mexico State a surprising 6-2 against the spread, even though their record is 1-7.
6-3 after today.
6-3 after today.
3 after today.
Guys, did you not try to Carson Strong in Nevada? The same situation, covering a bunch of points on the road against them. Did I make that up?
No, I may have. And that's
I know. Well, I know you have this Carson Strong love affair, so
I mostly just like watching him play.
Well, I would consider that a love affair.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely me and my quarterback. Sometimes we get in this love affair. Was it? I can't remember. I got burned by him one week, and then that's what shied me up for the UNLV game. It might have been them. So this is the Tyler Cintron revenge game for me. I'm going to trust
Cintron revenge game. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to trust my Aggies to go down there and cover for me.
Okay, so prime time. I mean, 6 o'clock on because there's only one 6 o'clock game. And I don't know if anyone's taking Coastal Carolina and Georgia Southern, unless you are.
No.
Okay.
After I said Coastal Carolina covering machines, they haven't covered shit.
That's how it goes. Yeah, 4-3-1 against the spread. Georgia Southern also terrible against the spread. That's just one you have to stay away from.
Are you
Wildcats or Volunteers?
Wildcats?
Yeah, okay. That's what I want to do too. But Tennessee scares me a little bit.
But Kentucky at home, that's the deciding factor for me. They legitimately are a completely different team at home. Like a dominant football team at home. When they go on the road, they're just kind of cats. They're not Wildcats, if you catch the drift.
Well, I mean, they've only had 3 road games, and they have lost 2 of them. One was to Georgia, but they did cover that 21. Tennessee's got a rough go of it because they played Ole Miss, Alabama, and now Kentucky. Then they played Georgia. Ouch. That is a meat grinder.
Yes. And I think just being in the middle of it, it's a prime spot for Kentucky just to pounce on them. It might be a tight game or a low-scoring game, like your 13-10 or 17-13 type game, but Kentucky wins.
Louisville home dog covers.
Yep, all day. Clemson is horrendous. They legitimately should have lost to Florida State last week. Louisville might actually win outright. I think that's one where you take the points, but also sprinkle Louisville outright.
They are showing the Florida State Clemson finish from last week, as you said that on ESPN right now, which was a wild one.
Did you end up taking Clemson? Because I know you're going to take it just to fade me taking Florida State.
No, I can't. Both those teams suck. I couldn't touch it.
How nice would it have been to hit that Miami-Florida State parlay? That was like $20 to win 400.
Yeah. That would be nice. And I will be putting in – I decided I'm not going to go like 20 teams for FCS. I'm just going to do like – what did I do the one week? I was like 12 for 13.
Yeah.
Like randomly. I'm gonna cut it down a little bit.
Cut down.
How we do there. Yeah, cut it back down to like, 10, 15. I just got to play who I like, see how it feels. Okay. More prime time because there's a lot of them.
I'm taking Oregon to cover this week. Again, my buddy that I text with throughout the week that lives in Dallas, and we just talk picks. He's not on social media or anything. He's one of those. Sent him my picks this morning. He goes, taking Oregon again, huh? Yep. I've been on them all season. They have not treated me well, but this is the week my teams bounce back and take care of me, guys.
I think every time you take a road favorite, I will take the home dog because it seems like when you go against your own theory, it typically doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just take Washington for fun. I probably won't actually bet that. I'll probably stay away because I like Oregon too, but 7 points seems like too much for me with Oregon. I can't trust them.
And sticking in the Pac-12, Oregon State, 11.5-point favorites at Colorado. We know how much Colorado stinks. Colorado bit me last week. Oregon State bit me last week because I was so high on them. They were covering for me left and right, and then last week they let me down.
Yeah, I rode that Oregon State train early as well. And, yeah, they're not the same team they were just a few weeks ago, it does feel like. Even though they got that Utah win, but the Washington State lost, the Cal lost, both pretty bad as favorites.
Cal's getting sneaky good. I don't know if I like that. Their defense. You pointed out their defense to me when I took Oregon minus, what was it, 14.5 in that game? You were talking about the defense, and that made me a believer.
Yeah, they're one of those teams where like they're kind of like the Bears, where when the defense plays, you don't have to do like much on offense, and then you just have to be manageable. I got to talk about it. UTSA Roadrunners by 1 million.
UTEP treated me right last week. I'm taking them again.
Not even remotely close to the same football.
Gotta go again. Hey,
UTSA just got snubbed out of the entire top 25 for the college football playoff. This is a revenge game against the college football playoff committee. UTSA by 1 million.
By 10. UTSA by 10.
No. It'll be 20.
So I watched some of their games back when it's funny because I buy in-flight Wi-Fi and I send out some emails and then I watch a lot of football in between.
What else do you do on flight?
Their running back is really good.
Yeah, I know.
For his name, but holy buckets. I'm actually going to watch that game tonight on one of the 3 screens that I'll have up.
But you haven't been watching the Roadrunners this whole year?
Well, not in detail like I have
Oh
other
my
teams.
God. They're so good, though.
There's only so many hours in the day for me. I don't go on dates.
You need to make the Roadrunners a little bit more of a priority, my friend.
This is my social life.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. I get that. Obviously, Trojans plus 10 on the road. That will lose, but I will bet it.
Got to. Am I playing anything else? Am I
like if you get to play Miami minus 10 at home, I get to play USC plus 10 on the road.
Let me pull up my bet slips here. Covered Miami, Wake, Michigan State, West Vaught, Kentucky, Auburn, Oregon, Louisville. Yep. Covered everything that I have in play today. I am keeping tabs on Iowa State minus 6.5 right now.
I'm looking right at it.
I don't know.
Wait, what do you have it at?
It's at 6.5 right now.
Oh, I thought you said 10.5. I was like, wow, you got boned. Unless you took Texas.
No. But Pole Assassin might create a little bit of a oomph for the Longhorns.
Awesome story. I did try to follow Pole Assassin on Instagram. She accepted my request because I was dying to know what this girl looked like after the monkey biting incident, which is there has been so many just terrible stories come out of football, like in general this week, especially the NFL.
Insane.
Between Rodgers and Ruggs and everything.
Did you see
that story? And what?
Did you see Damon Arnett?
No.
He was flashing around an AR-15 saying he's going to pull up on people.
If you were a football player or coach, this was not a good week for you.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, everything that went wrong felt like it went wrong for a lot of people.
Yeah, it definitely was a newsworthy week.
Also, okay, I'm noticing this now. There's a lot of like Jesus loves you signs on game day, which is kind of odd to me.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of pregame shows. It starts to sway my thought process. I like just.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm taking Nick Lachey's fucking advice on what he's picking right now.
Well, I'm sure he's taking Cincinnati by 100 today too.
Here's gonna be Lachey took Purdue, so you're safe as far as the analyst. Gall taking Michigan State. So Michigan State by 100. That line seems just awfully low too.
It does. And some of those rat lines I was looking at specifically with Michigan State and Wake Forest, who have treated me very well this season, and I am not shy about it. It's a rat line in their favor, and I'll lose with them because they treated me so well this season.
It's hard to imagine them. I mean, this is like I said, they're playing, they're in right now. So they have to. I mean, you would think that this is the rest of the year. I would imagine they should be sharp, but who knows? Every single person needs Jesus. Another sign. They're all over the place.
And they're in Cincinnati. Maybe it's because they beat Notre Dame.
No, I mean these are like legitimate. Like God's real. Seek living Jesus. I don't know. Believe I do not. Dude, it's crazy. Hey Reds, please resign.
I think that we can all get.
Gary Bartha gets pegged.
Oh, fuck, guys.
This is the only reason I like game day. The signs are by far. Muck Miami. Somebody out there doesn't like Miami.
It's all right. Not a lot of people do. I'm still one of the few bandwagoners that jumped on in the early 2000s and continue to ride with it.
Someone's got one. It's in Braille.
You got to take care of all parties here.
And then another guy's got one that just says "Big Dick Energy" with a sign with an arrow pointing down. There is some great signs out there today.
Wow.
Big Thick Energy. That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah, Big Thick Energy.
That's a good spin.
Bear took Georgia Tech.
Come on, Bear.
He's on us with Kentucky, but he took TCU too. Yeah, what are we doing, Bear?
Bear hasn't been as sharp this season as he has in years past.
I miss when they bring McAfee on.
Yeah, I think McAfee's going to be on his own for a bit after.
Yeah, ESPN doesn't. Well, dude.
Yeah.
Which I get. It's weird that he's actually the one for weirdly getting like he's trending on Twitter for the Aaron Rodgers interview, which Aaron Rodgers is on every single week.
Right.
Yeah, the whole situation with Aaron Rodgers is about as ridiculous as they come.
However, if today does go well, I will take Hawaii +7 tonight against San Diego State.
Yeah, okay. Good transition. Let's get back into picks. Yeah, there's only the night games left, which we've already talked about one, because UTSA is going to win by 80.
Do we want to talk about the blunder known as SMU last week? and how much that just hurt my soul? I know you're on the right side with Houston, but I was on the wrong side with SMU.
I do like my Houston Cougars, though.
Man. The last week was tough. It went 7-2 in the 12 and 3 o'clock slates, and then went 0-6 in the night slates.
Which is not your MO.
No, it's not. I was feeling myself walking back over to the casino.
You were feeling yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Might have had a few cocktails, loosen me up a little bit. Take some of those winnings, buy some alcohol, and go lose some more money.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Uh-oh. Oh, Kirk Herbstreit picked Liberty. We're good.
Ooh.
Everyone else had Ole Miss. Uh-oh. Nope. Kentucky's safe. I actually like this just to see which one of our picks are safe.
And my ballsy pick of the week, UNLV gets their first win in God knows how long today.
Hey, Reb.
I don't know why. Not a firm believer in New Mexico.
You just like the slot machine.
I do. We're going to see a lot today. Today's the day. I feel it.
You're fading New Mexico State. You're fading New Mexico. UNLV is 4-4 against the spread, while New Mexico, who is 3-5 overall, is only 1-7.
Because it's what? It's a 1.5 point spread. I'm not taking them +1.5. If they lose by 1, so be it.
Yep. And the last time UTEP or New Mexico, had a spread this low, because normally they are massive dogs, obviously, and they have not covered a lot of these big spreads. The last time they were this short and a favorite was UTEP on the road.
Oh. Let me get these games up.
Huh.
We're getting close to kickoff here. Let's get situated.
Yeah, I'll hold it down while you go and do whatever it is you're doing.
I got the Roku TV, so whenever
do I take South Carolina as the big home dog?
Yeah. Well, is Richardson playing? If Richardson's playing, no. If Richardson's not playing, yes.
Let's look.
What do I want on the screen here?
Richardson. I guess it's not really the injury report. They don't have the injury report up for this game yet.
I mean, we got some time before that one kicks off too to figure that out.
They're doing the Oregon game. Desmond picked Oregon. Nick Lachey, with the expertise of college football that I'm sure he has.
He's actually a big.
Going to take Oregon as well.
He's a football guy. If memory.
Corso's taking Oregon. This is it. Just pick it, Kirk. God damn. Washington +7.
Ooh.
It's over. The kiss of death.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Nick Lachey.
That's such a strange, like, celebrity guest picker. You know
They've
what I mean?
had some weird. I feel like game day is not as popular as it used to be because I feel like none of the guests have been super.
No.
Like no one I've cared about. Like they don't have like, when you get like big like Matt Damon coming into game day.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like big like Nick Lachey. Like really? What are
I mean, maybe in 2005, but not in 2021.
Yeah. In the 90s, he would have been great. All right. It's got to be almost kickoff. Oh, here's another big one. Tulsa and Cincinnati. Obviously, everyone in the world. Cincinnati could break this curse because obviously no one's going to pick Tulsa. Why the fuck would you?
It's
almost a stupid one to do.
I didn't think of it till now, but Ohio State struggled with Cincinnati, so this could be a similar, like a common opponent for the Bearcats and the Buckeyes.
Well, that was if you've seen Bartha's comments when someone asked him about it, his exact words when asked about Cincinnati was who have they really beat or something like that? Was his exact words about them being snubbed out of the top 4.
I mean, they beat Notre Dame in South Bend. That's
like I think the exact words were they beat Notre Dame. That was a good win, but who else have they really beat?
I mean, who's the other teams beat too? You know, who is Alabama beat? I mean, is Ole Miss or Notre Dame a better win?
I mean which is why I think he's gotten so much flack this whole time because of course, and he's on a committee too. It's not like he's making these decisions, but he's the head of it. So I guess when you are the leader of anything, you're taking the most.
Yeah.
All right. I do have a good stat for you though. If we're still talking about Miami, Hurricanes 4-0 against the spread in their, and I had to dig deep for this one. Hurricanes are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games after accumulating more than 450 total yards in their previous game. There you go.
Yeah. Jalen Knighton, Tyler Van Dyke, those boys are in sync and in rhythm. They found the quarterback. They found the running back. Rambo on the outside. Points.
You could be honest something just because Georgia Tech is just terrible in all aspects of covering. 0-4 against the spread their last games on grass. 0-4 against the spread their last 4 in conference. 0-4 against the spread in the last overall. 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 road games. 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following an ATS loss. 8-20 against the spread in their last 28 games after allowing more than 200 yards rushing in their previous game. Interesting stat.
Who comes up with this stuff? Who has the time to sit down and do that?
I don't know, but the people that do, I absolutely love them for it. 0-0 in the Armed Services Bowl.
Not surprising.
Which is not the Armed Services Bowl. Which one's this called?
I don't know.
This one's the governor something cup. I thought. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. ESPN's gonna try to show me Georgia. I don't want to watch that game.
I just pulled up. I got Liberty and Ole Miss in the queue waiting to kick off. I got my Sam's on the other TV with Wake and
Wake in North Carolina.
Yeah, the Commodores Classic is what it's called.
I thought it was.
That's what CBS is.
Oh. Unexpected error every time I try to watch the Ole Miss Liberty game.
Well, I just pulled up the score, and it is 6-0 Ole Miss. 1 minute into the game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I can't even watch it. Well, let me watch it. Solid. Thanks a lot, ESPN. Appreciate it. Now I got to find another one. Which again, I don't think we're gonna watch a whole lot of this one. Thank you, Tom and Tom. What's up, dude?
The two Tom.
Good brother in the chat right now.
Yep. Ely ripped it off. What is it? 70 yards for 6. Ole Miss 7. Liberty nothing.
I can't even watch it. This is concerning to me. We're supposed to. This is down as a live stream for this game, and I cannot visually see it.
I will say it was a pleasant surprise when we found out a few weeks ago that I get SEC Network and all these networks with my cable package.
Yeah, and don't tell Cox that I am using your password so I can watch these Ole Miss games. Except for on my TV, because it won't work there.
So that is the first score of the game. Is the Ole Miss running Rebs?
It's the first score of the day.
First score of the day.
And one of these games has been kicked off for 35 minutes.
Looks like UAB scored the second one of the day, which we have no action on.
Dude, I love UAB. UAB is probably my favorite. I gotta get back into. What are we doing here, guys? All right.
I like how we're both completely feeling like dog shit right now.
Yeah, that's what we said. Well, we'll stick out a little bit of this game, right?
Oh yeah, we'll see how this goes. We still got some NFL to talk about if we want.
Maybe we do that tomorrow when we're
alive.
Yeah. Let's see what this kid's all about. Because actually, I've only been able to watch like condensed games of these Liberty games. Uh-oh. Big deep ball, first play. Trying to make it up. Flag. So, all right, Liberty.
Yeah, got to get your head around, young man. But what's crazy, pass interference in college is only 15 yards.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're beat deep on a play, why not?
Yeah, you just tackle the guy at that point.
I would. And I would coach him up like that, too.
Let's see. Try to get this up here on the big screen because
I got growing up in Wisconsin. I got a couple of buddies that are they grew up with me, but they're like entire families from St. Paul, Minnesota. So they're like Gopher and Viking fans. I guess Tanner Morgan already threw a pick in that game. I like seeing that. And they're so twisted about Mike Zimmer too.
And Mike Zimmer is my least favorite human being in the entire world after last week.
But can we talk about your point on Dak Prescott saying that any quarterback can jump in there and throw for a bunch of yards, which my guy Cooper Rush proved tenfold on Sunday night?
Well, I mean, it's sort of like the Mike White situation where that dude went in and now he's in Canton because of what he did.
Well, and how about, since we are a gambling show, how about the guy that threw $1,000 down on Mike White leading the NFL in passing last week?
And then he gets hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you won $125,000 off of that. What's your confidence? Two, how you just have $1,000 to throw away like that? I don't have $1,000 to throw away like that.
Well, you would if you didn't bet Miami week in and week out.
That's a fair point.
I gotta send me that info again so I can get this game up here.
Okay.
Because I cannot find it. First and 10. Liberty driving already. Maybe I was wrong.
Lots of game left.
Well, I thought it'd be 20-0 already. I didn't think they'd get this close.
The Demon Deacons force a turnover here in the first 10 seconds of the game.
Shout out Demon Deacons.
Shout out Sam Hartman. He just his play fake. He handed it off, and then he just pointed downfield. Didn't pump fake. Did nothing. Just pointed.
All right. Oh. I got smothered there. All right. So now let's see if ESPN will let me watch this game.
We got a stack on second down, bringing up a 3rd and long.
Of course, my TV's way far behind where my phone was when I tried.
Yeah, these RPOs, illegal man downfield is just going to get thrown left and right. That's the downfall. Who's holding on to it too long? That's what's going to get thrown here. Oh, it's a hold on the defense, even better.
Where are you at in this game?
I got 3rd and 12.
Oh, I just watched the 3rd 12 play.
Now 4th and 13.
Oh, we're like
in sync.
Yeah, this is.
Well, I was trying to. Nick Lachey was not.
Yeah, I knew what you were doing, and I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let it slide.
I tried my best.
Ask me how I did. I worked most of the day yesterday. Unfortunately, I only got home for the last couple races. I was live to the pick 4 until that whole fucking mess happened in that last race. So I was, yeah, it didn't go well.
Yeah, my ass.
Oh, wow. That kicker took 45 minutes to kick that, and then it got blocked.
Ooh.
Oh, no wonder it got blocked.
Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Pew pew.
Pew, pew. Did you say pew pew?
Pew pew.
Did Demon Deacons, do they have laser guns?
Now they do.
Pew pew. Are Deacons known for having Star Wars like rifles? Pew,
Call back for holding. So pew pew too soon.
There's an athletic trainer on the sideline for Liberty, which makes me want to try to enroll there.
Yeah, it sucked. I was in Baltimore all week. It was in DC technically, but Sam was taping for Ring of Honor and wasn't available.
I thought he wasn't with them anymore.
Well, he technically is contracted with them until the end of the year. I think they had their final tapings. They're going to do the final battle pay-per-view, and then at the end of the year. But he can take indie bookings outside of
between now and then.
Yeah. So if he gets booked at FSW, he might need a couple of guys to escort him to the ring.
Oh, what an epic return that would be. I don't think the world's ready for that.
I know Joe DeFalco is not ready for that.
Convincing Joe DeFalco to do that would probably be
the best sales gig, the best sales pitch we've ever had.
If anybody in the world could do it.
Well, and speaking of releases, Karrion Kross getting cut by the WWE was very interesting as well.
When was that?
Thursday, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like 18 others got released. The 18 others, I mean, you on paper can probably justify it, but I don't know. Kevin Kross has no weaknesses in his game. That was very surprising.
Oh, I didn't get to see the play. Oh man, that hole was wide open. On that Ole Miss touchdown.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he went untouched. Wow. What's awesome about that play too, because I keep watching it back because I love it, is so your fullback comes back across, doesn't touch anybody, but the defensive end went so wide, didn't even matter. So he'll get a positive grade for that play, and he did nothing. Just make him go on the outside. The offensive line just got so much push. Oh, this could be a long day if the Liberty defense is that bad. I just keep watching on repeat, seeing where these linebackers go. Because I'm not sure what number 12 was thinking.
Well, that's the thing with they haven't played anybody.
Yeah.
When you go up against the Lane Kiffin, Matt Corral offense, like, you guys going to get exposed.
Both of them played up so fast. I mean, then they got caught up in traffic once he hit the outside. Wow. It looked like they were trying to blitz, but they were just so slow at doing it.
They're thinking about it.
Yeah. Like that was really bad.
These Ole Miss backs were quick. These Ole Miss running backs are actually really good too.
Like Ely being patient there, just picking up the first down.
We gotta find our tight end of the day here. Hopefully something will jump.
Hopefully
up.
Liberty's got an awesomely named one. Yeah. Let's look at.
Do either of them play with tight ends? I think Wake Forest might be the only team that does have a tight end in the early slate.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's ones on the roster. So Liberty's got Johnny Huntley, who's 00. Oh, gotta have that. Johnny Huntley, Jerome Jackson, and Trevor Hobbs.
See, you see Matt Corral stand in the pocket, delivering that football like that. That's why I'm in love with this kid, man. Number 2. Probably going to end up like with the Eagles or Lions and not doing.
Well, if he leads them anymore, he's running for yards. He threw it behind him.
All right. Not a bacon.
Great. He should have caught it. Don't get me wrong, but and then the confidence, he goes right back at him the next play.
High.
Yeah. Lane doesn't look very happy.
Do we got to get those Ole Miss white long sleeve hooded T-shirt?
I need everything that Ole Miss. I need everything that Ole Miss.
I think we need that. Well, on Thanksgiving, I think we get the Egg Bowl on Thanksgiving this year.
Oh, do we?
Maybe. Let me double check. I know.
Kiffin Leach.
It is.
Love it.
7:30 Eastern on Thanksgiving. I'll be sitting here eating turkey and potatoes with Badger Dog. Speaking of Badger Dog, shout out.
Wait, so we get the NFL and the Egg Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a day.
I know. I'm so excited for it.
Praise Jesus. Is the Miami game day fans like to say. That's awesome.
Illinois up 7-0 against the Gophers with the football back.
Let's go, Illini.
Well, I mean, looking at the state of the Big Ten West, I mean, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, all still in contention. Still just going to lose to Ohio State by 100.
Yeah. Well, I think we said it the other day. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, maybe the tiers in the Big Ten are just.
Yeah, and you look at, I mean, even Wisconsin. Like, you play that Penn State game again, Wisconsin probably beats Penn State. Obviously, the Notre Dame loss is one thing, and Michigan's still a good football team, but that Penn State game again, I got a feeling that outcome's a little bit different.
Didn't we say that to take the under in the Commodore Cup.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Well, on this show, we like to say a lot of things and then end up not.
And then don't do them.
Yeah. So if we say things and don't bet them, probably a safe play for people to play them.
Yeah.
Sam Howell, running back 1. He probably had a good 60 rush yards on that drive. Let's take a look.
Ooh, I got to put more money in my account. Look at him just bounce off people into the end zone. Like that.
You know what I do like? You want a good story for the week? So I'm flying out Tuesday at like noon. I'm going to tell it anyway. Flying out Tuesday at noon. I placed those 3 bets after, a little bit of good luck on my side. Tom Brady throwing pick 6 specifically, hitting right on Sunday night, Monday night. And just coming back and having a nice balance in my account when I jump back in late Thursday night when I got back. That's always a good feeling.
I'm sort of the king of I'll have like $300 or a shit ton in there. It'll get down to 4, and then I'll use that 4 and somehow scrounge it back to like 100 every time. Over under $25.50 bet on Lexingtonian. Like 25 total? Oh, my over. Lexingtonian, my big long shot today. Love that horse.
Are you going to read horse names so I can pick you some winners off of that?
We can do that. Let's take a look. So let's start with the. We got to start with the Philly Sprint. Proud Emma, Estilo Talentoso, Edgeway, Cece, Gamine, Bella Sofia.
You read those so fast. What was that?
Okay. Proud Emma, Estilo Talentoso.
That one.
No.
Sounds like El Diablo, chicken bake from Talladega Nights.
Now, if you're at the sportsbook, bet the 5 or 6 in race 4, because those are the only 2 I think that have any shot of winning, unless they both fall. Then maybe. We got to do the classic. A lot of these fields are a lot bigger, so it's going to take a while to read them. So this is the biggest one of the day, right? Did you have a horse in this one yet? Liberty, running the ball. Why? Just throw it. Tripoli. Oh, you already picked Express Train, right?
Me or Dennis?
Yeah. No, you.
I don't think I picked other than the Spanish.
I think he's seen it, and then you put on Twitter Express Train. Yeah, Dennis said it. You already said it.
I mean, I had a few drinks last night, so if I tweeted some stuff out.
No, this was a while ago. This was like last week. So yeah, you are bound to the 20-1 shot. Like there's no going back.
Shout out to the Badger dog who's sitting at my feet needing attention.
What's he doing?
He's just sitting at my feet and begging for attention.
Yeah. Just get him a headset. Put him on the show.
He's literally belly up right now. Rough life this one lives.
Here's the one that the Lexingtonian race. Following C, Jackie's Warrior, CZ Rocket.
I got
Sky.
CZ Rocket sounds like a 80s hair cover band guitar player's name.
I want to read you another one, though, before you pick that. Firenze Fire.
Ooh.
Because Firenze Fire once bit another horse as it was coming down the stretch. Yeah.
Do they get DQ'd if they do that?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
But he did try to bite another horse and take him down before.
Can't win on DQ here.
It's awesome, though. He became a fan favorite largely after that. North Carolina 7, Wake Forest 3. Come on, Demon Deacons. What the fuck are we doing?
Oh, Sam Hartman just pegged the official with the football on a throw. Like, just fucking nailed him.
When?
Right now. If you can catch that replay, flip it over to ABC. Here it goes. Run an RPO, just a shallow crossing route. Boom! Right in the B.
Oh, that'll be on Twitter, though. Most rushers of 10-plus yards in the FCS. Howell has the most. Our boy Malik Willis here in this one has the third most.
This North Carolina defense getting after this Wake offense a little bit. Not feeling great about that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Huntley the third, their tight end. Not a great name.
No.
Not as cool as like Ruggs.
Well, Henry Ruggs going to have a long road ahead of him here.
Maria Taylor was just staring down Hugh Freeze on the sideline just now.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Just staring him down. Yes, Dennis, we know the story. Malik, ooh. 3rd and 10.
Now you're a play ahead of me.
So you weren't that far behind me.
No.
You see the play yet?
Yeah.
So you got 3rd and 10. Are you in 4-down territory on the road against an SEC team?
Well, Hugh Freeze being the former Ole Miss coach, I would say yes.
Yep.
You're going.
Well, I mean, so now you just need to get 5 yards. Make this manageable. He'll take a shot at the end zone. Watch. Nope, he's gonna get sacked instead. Now it's not 4-down territory anymore.
Yeah, that would be the thing that takes you out of it.
Yeah. He was looking to the end zone. I mean, they weren't. Good protection, though. I mean, he had all day. But Ole Miss was bringing the house. It was eventually going to get screwed.
Yeah, 4 guys on him.
Georgia down 3-0, and he missed it.
It's okay, bud. You don't need attention all the time.
Yeah, he does. It's Badger Dog.
Badger Dog.
Yeah, it does.
Official mascot of this stream now.
Of this show, yep. Why is there a Texas A&M commercial on during? Well, I guess it's SEC Network. Texas A&M looks like they have a nice campus.
A lot of money involved there.
Yeah.
But they don't have a pole assassin, that's for sure.
They do not. Speaking of which, should we look up Paul Assassin's Instagram?
I was listening to the Barstool Unnecessary Roughness College podcast, and they were talking about the lineup at the strip club where they're like, yeah, and Chastity, and then Daisy will be out, and then the main event, the pole assassin.
Well, here's what I don't see any actual photos of the monkey like on there. I mean, she puts videos of like the strip clubs that she's at and stuff. I mean, I get it. She's attractive.
Well, of course she is.
Also, she randomly posts pictures of other strippers that she like works with, I guess.
I'm here for it. What's her Instagram?
It's Pole Assassin and then just underscore. Dennis wants to know if strip clubs in Vegas are insane as the movies say or no.
No. I mean, a pretty standard strip club, probably a little bit more heightened security because it is Las Vegas.
Right.
A couple that I've been to, I haven't been to any of them. last year that I've been back, though.
Oh, she had a Raiders game.
Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Let's go.
See, I'm behind you in that game. Oh, dude, she's got a picture. She must be like famous down there. She's got a picture with the mascot. She's in like this like luxury box seat at Allegiant. Looks like she's a big Raiders gal.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh, that's one that needs to be shown.
Of course.
Also, another one on the sideline.
Of course. What a life, though. VIP access at Raiders games, Longhorn games got to be a good time.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're like, I don't know, she's married now to the special teams coordinator. The highest paid special teams coordinator in football.
Yeah, when I saw he's making $1 million a year, I'm like, a special teams coach?
Well, he was the favorite for the Wazoo job. I wonder how she's going to like the climate change.
Yeah,
going up there after she has to leave Austin.
Yeah,
Corral launches it deep into double coverage. He caught it. Wow.
Beautiful adjustment.
Wow. Jackson making up for the drop earlier.
D. Jackson. Speaking of D. Jackson, where do you think he's going to land?
Screw Deshaun. Like, what about OBJ?
I don't want him in green and gold.
I know don't. A lot of people do.
I think we're just fine.
I do too as well, but at the same time, if they brought him in and like just say for the rest of the year, like I don't even need him to be just because COVID, we've lost Devontae already, and everything that's going on. I don't think it hurts to have depth with players who are.
I just worry.
I'm not rooting for it, but if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, if it happens, we got to get him on the field and get him like up to Odell potential.
Well, I mean, look at Jalen Smith. I mean, they brought him in real fast and think, oh, that should have been caught too.
Yeah, just as fast.
That was a fastball. I don't blame him for not catching it, but it should have been caught right in the hands. That could have been 6 if he catches it in stride.
Could have hit him in the breadbasket, let him a little bit. Come on, Matthew.
.43-yard attempt. Field goal kickers have already not done well here today.
Or ever.
Or this whole season in any aspect of football.
There we go.
Kiffin's got to be pissed. He knows he should. Oh, there's the monkey. Driving the car.
Of course.
Am I going to get sued for posting Pole Assassin's photos or showing Pole Assassin's photos on this stream? Look at how happy this monkey looks. It's hard to believe that he'd actually
attack
a small child. What a name, too. Pole Assassin.
I can't believe that Missouri even scored any points, nonetheless has the lead.
Yeah, good call. Not wanting to take the 40.
Illinois,
Georgia 4th and 6. Still 0 points scored in the Commodore Cup or whatever it's called. That would be awesome if that game went into overtime. 0-0.
That game would be the one that could do it.
Wow, Georgia scores on 4th and 6. Nebraska, Ohio State. Nothing happening there yet either. All right. What's Malik Willis got in store this drive? They've been moving the ball.
They have been.
They just need to put together a drive. Not that I'm rooting for that, but
Yep.
That went nowhere. Somehow he picked up 4 out of that. Yeah, design draw, and it was just. I'm not sure how he got 4 out of that.
Duke has 5 points. Duke is down 7-5. Yep, just got a safety.
Wow. 7-5. A lot of safeties happening recently.
Yeah. Throwing some of these spreads off, too. Yeah. Malik Willis is running for his life.
He doesn't even have a chance, really. Looked like the running back there dropped the controller because Malik Willis was like doing a fake handoff. He was just standing there.
So both these games, Wake and Carolina and Ole Miss Liberty, well, I think Wake and Carolina was at 76.
Yeah.
A little bit of defense showing up. Well, actually, I mean, Liberty just not capitalizing with moving the ball.
Well, Ole Miss it when they needed it. They've been there. Oh, commercial break. I'm taking over to. Oh, the CMA Awards are live on Wednesday, they're telling me.
Must-see TV.
Must-see TV. Oh, in the meantime, I guess I got to put in my massive, while we're on commercial break. Got to put in the parlay. More NCAA football. They already locked me out. Got to log back in. All right. Here we go. Oh. They're only giving me money lines right now. It kind of sucks. I feel like FanDuel's afraid of me hitting one of these. That's why they don't offer me all of the lines all the time.
OJ just tweeted recruitment to Odell to come to Las Vegas.
And I'm sure the Raiders are telling OJ, please don't do that.
Yeah. Well, the Raiders only have, they're active receivers, 4 or 5.
Well, I mean, who was it? Renfro's their one now?
Yeah, I think Brian Edwards is going to have a game tomorrow. Uh-oh, Hartman throws a pick.
Ooh. I just want to let my frustrations be known with the FanDuel Sportsbook.
I think they have something. You're on their radar after hitting 12 out of 13.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck, we almost lost a lot of money.
We gotta watch this guy.
This has been a long commercial break.
Yeah, this one has. With some strange commercials.
Yeah, I'm watching Invesco Triple Q. And that lady just lost her little ball. I'm not sure what they do. Oxford, not even sold out. A light crowd there.
I actually kind of like Dennis's NFL picks that he just threw out there. Other than the Bears, I'm higher on the Steelers than most.
Well, let's throw them up and talk about them. I didn't get to look at that slate very much.
Oh, I have.
Oh! Yeah, the Ole Miss defensive line is taking this over now.
Yeah.
This could get ugly fast. Oh, big old 5'2" there at left tackle. He never stood a chance on that one. Let's see. First looks, because I haven't looked at it too in depth. Every time I try taking the Bengals, that's when they don't cover, so I'll stay away. Dallas, Denver, that's too much for me. Miami.
Hey, do you know
Houston is terrible.
Do you know who's back this weekend for Houston, though?
Tyrod?
Yes, sir.
Houston by 20.
Yep.
New Orleans should cover the 6. I don't think we call the Vegas game a scandal game.
Yeah, I mean, from the Raiders' perspective, and me being me, I watched every snap of football the Raiders have played since 2018 for obvious reasons. You look at that team going across the time zones, right? Pacific time zone to early kickoffs on the East Coast. Last year, they let the Jets hang around. They got dismantled by Atlanta in that game last season. But you look at this season, they got to Pittsburgh and beat a good Pittsburgh team. This Raiders team has new life, is what it feels like. I feel like it's a prime spot for the Raiders to actually go out there and just open it up on the Giants a little bit.
Yeah, I would take them at this point. It's not really a scandal game for them. It's not like an organizational thing. It's just their one guy. Oh, Corral. Hitting deep. He's got him. Jackson. Oh.
Oh? Okay.
It's the right idea. Nearly got picked. That would have changed 29's life. New England, Carolina. Oh, God.
Talked about it a few times.
Corral deep again. Got him down the sideline, touchdown. Oh, got pushed out of it. You could score there.
Yeah, it seems like he just kind of gave up and fell out.
Yeah. That should have been 6. Lane Kiffin said enough screwing around. I'm just going to toss the ball deep.
What about the Vikes and Ravens? Do you think that's a key bounce back spot for the Ravens?
How the hell do you bet the Vikings at any point in time anymore?
I agree. I think
it's like betting the Chargers last year as well as they played, dude, with Anthony Lynn just making decisions. The way they came out last week and whatever the hell Zimmer wanted, how he wanted to call that a game plan at all.
Yeah, I mean, normally I err on the side of the coaching staffs just because I am who I am, but I felt like I could have called a better offensive game than what I saw from the Vikings.
It was so terrible. So terrible.
It was like they were hitting the Ask Madden button.
Yeah, coach's suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd go Baltimore there just because I can't trust. If they can't pull it off last week at home against the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the Ravens only getting 6 at home coming off a bye. It's not like they're a bad football team. They just laid an egg against the Bengals.
Which happens because the Chargers laid an egg against them.
Yep.
Buffalo, Jacksonville. God, I want to take Buffalo.
So do I. I feel confident they're just going to beat the break. That might be a first half bet just because backdoor covers, and why would you keep Josh Allen in the fourth quarter? Well, I mean, they still got Trubinsky, man.
Well, yeah, dude. Fucking Magic Mitch out there. Packers +7. Lock it in.
I'm taking them outright. I am very confident in the team. As much Green Bay Packers football as we've watched over the years, this team's finding ways to win outside of Aaron Rodgers, just playing good, borderline great football, not out of his mind like he normally is. And we can run the football. Maybe tomorrow's the game where it's like, okay, yeah, we're starting Jordan Love for the first time. We're just going to run the shit out of the football.
Oh, and also, I mean, the Chiefs are terrible.
Yeah, they're not.
The Chiefs are not a good football team. 3 of their 4 wins. I mean, we had this big Twitter argument with El Hombre, I felt like, just a couple days ago. And Chiefs' 3 of their 4 wins are against the NFC East teams who aren't the Cowboys.
Right.
Which are all bad football teams.
Yep.
And it's not like they beat the Eagles pretty well, but the Giants kept it close. I cannot trust the Chiefs with another big spread. I mean, I don't know what was that before Rodgers was out. Probably.
Well, they don't cover at home ever.
Yeah, they're like the Miami Hurricanes. Chiefs were still -1 before the Rodgers news. Then that jumped up to 7.5. Now we're down to 7.
Oh, you mean the Miami Hurricanes that are up 7-0 currently?
Yeah, those ones. It's a lot of game. Chargers -1.5 on the road. Give me them. I hate Philly.
Yeah, that was one of those stinker lines, and I'm like,
that could be a sucker line too. But
Niners 2.5-point favorites. I thought was interesting too. I think Kyler might be banged up. So I'm going to sit on that one. If Kyler's playing, I'll take him outright. But if he's not, he'll just probably stay away.
It's questionable right now. JJ Watt's out. Hopkins questionable. AJ Green is on the COVID list. Yeah, they're pretty banged up. Deebo Samuel's questionable too. They don't have Kittle. I was actually surprised the way the Niners came back against the Bears, to be honest. And Tennessee, LA. I'm weirdly still going to take Tennessee.
You know where I'm sitting on that one.
I know you are. I'm weirdly going to take Tennessee.
And it's funny because I talked about it last week of how the Rams, they win, but they don't cover. And then last week they literally didn't cover after being
worst. The Texans scored 22 points in about 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
After leading 38-0 for a quarter and a half. Yeah. Maybe that's just bad juju for me to even bet that game simply because I have a bad taste in my mouth with LA last week. But Chicago Pitt, I think I'm with you on Pitt.
Yeah, you look at what some of these elite pass rushers have done to the Chicago Bears offensive line. TJ Watt's going to do much of the same.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, I believe the Chicago Bears had the worst graded right tackle by a PFF.
Doesn't surprise me.
Was his Lecharius, something like that, who was on their practice squad for like 2 years, and then he started the game a week ago. Had a 0 pass blocking grade.
That is not good.
Which it's mainly because he didn't touch anybody. I don't think he even got in the way of a rusher the entire game. So yeah, I'd probably go Pitt there. The Bears are a wreck. I mean, they started off good, but they did the same thing to the Packers. They went down and scored on a nice drive, and then what did they do for the next 3 quarters?
Nothing.
I want to see Willis do something here.
Just want to get a little bit of breathing room for the young man.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, there you go. Move the pocket, roll him out, because obviously, still got nothing. I mean, that's kind of what you got to do in this situation. What the Bears didn't do when they played Cleveland. At this point, like your offensive line stands zero chance. Look at their center. It looks like he's about 220 pounds.
He's the backup tight end out there snapping.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to move the pocket here and give him a chance. And they got to stop looking to throw it deep too, because they just got to get him in a rhythm.
Yeah, I don't just get like some slant flat combos cooking. Just some easy rhythm throws, easy reads.
Well, yeah, that whole first quarter, you were trying to have him sit in the pocket, and he was just getting his ass kicked.
Man, Sam Hartman loves throwing darts into coverage. Holy buckets.
Yeah, man. Just sling it, bro. 14-10 that game. Oh, wow. Well, that should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that D-back poked it out.
Oh, number 4 there. That was a good play. Assuming we're talking about the same play, but he could just go deep here again. Yep, there we go. Let's drop straight back. What are we doing, Hugh? Oh, they rolling out a catch. I'd like a replay on that, but they rolled a catch. Oh, ESPN, a replay would be nice on. Minnesota's big highlight today is a 20-yard reception. When you look at the bottom line,
that's
solid. It's solid, man. Solid. Well, while we're on commercial break, again, Georgia 9-3. They're starting to get something going. I mean, they at least got another field goal.
They blocked the punt and got a safety out of it.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yep.
Oh, well. Good for them. Duke, 12-7.
Blue Devils making something happen today.
Ohio State's Nebraska's over-under was 67. It's 0-0.
Yeah, it looked like the Buckeyes had the ball in the red zone.
Miami holding strong at 7.
And just Georgia Tech to punt.
And, of course, Kansas getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, we did kind of miss the boat on that one. Rivalry game. What was that? It was 23 or 24 and a half?
24. I'd like to get one of these parlays in, but FanDuel's scared of me, man.
Georgia scored again, 16-3.
There we go. That was only a matter of time, though, realistically. Might live bet SMU minus a half point.
Ooh. Was that still? Yeah, it's still 0-0 there.
Duke up 12-7. Current live line 11.5.
I mean, you got to feel like Kenny Pickett is going to get in rhythm and just start slicing and dicing.
You think Miami minus 20.5 right now?
Right. Feel a lot better about that 10.5 points.
Georgia line's already back up to 40. What's that make sense? Okay, so it's halftime of the Army Air Force game, or just about to be. to pick them pretty much right now.
Still knotted at 0.
Yep.
Wow. Air Force with 0 yards passing.
What?
Air Force with 0 yards passing at that.
That sounds about right. What was that Ohio State-Nebraska line?
I think it was 16 and a half, somewhere in there, 15 and a half.
Live there, +8.
Oh, man, they overturned that and said it was a pick for Ole Miss?
Yeah, they must have.
Like that.
Coral's going to go deep. Oh, he wanted it. I like Lane Kiffin coming out and just being like, I'm just going to throw the ball deep every play.
The only bad thing about Miami, like finding rhythm and getting in a groove, is Manny Diaz keeps his job. I don't think he's the guy for the Hurricanes.
Even so, you think?
Yeah, I mean, there was some debacles already this season that I'm surprised he's still there, but he put together back-to-back wins against top 25 teams.
They should go after the pole assassin's husband.
I agree. Get the pole assassin down there. Bring her friends.
Get that monkey down there. Come on. Let him bite some faces off down there in Miami.
You know, and I've talked about it. We just got to get the Rocket on board. Oh, what else we got cooking? Ohio State's finally on the board. 3 nada there.
1st and 10, do they just go deep again? Oh, yep, that's what he's going to do. Oh, he wanted it. Still great completion over the middle. That defender was lost. He didn't know what was going on.
Number 34. What an interesting number. Touchdown Hurricanes up 14 nada.
Oh, little Patrick Mahomes sidearm there from Corral.
That was a beautiful throw.
Ooh.
The live bet of Ole Miss -9 earlier today is feeling good right now.
Very good. I went heavy on that. Why is Matt Corral limping and coming off? Oh, no. Let's line him up at receiver. He looks like he's limping a little bit.
But he's still got that banged up ankle. Like the dude's been playing on a bad right ankle. Like,
dude, what if they just toss it deep to Corral right now?
He goes up and gets
That'd
it.
be awesome. Lane, what are we doing? I feel like that was just unnecessary.
Or just a bad read. Hand the football off, man.
That too, but I mean, what you're doing is working. But who am I to question Lane Kiffin? Let's be real. But on 2nd and whatever it is, it just seemed.
Yeah, especially when you're behind the sticks. Sam Hartman with a beautiful throw on the run for 6. Wake Forest back up.
Ooh, that was a great snag. Fourth down.
Of course he's going to go.
4th and 8. Love it.
He is. This is a game, too, where I'd want to get our kicker some reps. He's gone for it 34 times on 4th down this season.
Oof.
Oh. Of course, 34 makes the play after I talk shit on him. Right.
Well, he knew he had to make up for whatever whatever he was doing in coverage there. La Tech.
Putting up
14-point road dog. Sticking it to UAB. All right. Yep. See you later, Dennis. I know Breeders' Cup's coming up. This is probably going to be a short show because Tyler's been traveling. I'm sick. Probably just ride this up to halftime.
Sure. I mean, we kind of touched on the NFL. There's some stuff to like tomorrow. Post the picks. Badger Dog will like that. We can get outside and wander a little bit before Auburn, Texas A&M. That's going to be a football game there.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Amboy Clippers playing the second round of the 8-man football playoffs. My former high school is now 8-man, which is hilarious. Let's see. What do we got going on? FanDuel. Ole Miss now 21.5 live line. SMU live bet? Yeah, why not?
Boy, the penalty flags are flying here with Wake and Carolina. Not like those either offense needs any help.
You want to know a football game? It's going to be that Rutgers fucking Wisconsin showdown.
Oh, yeah.
That duel in the Big Ten where all of 7 points will probably be scored.
14-0 Wisconsin. Cover that 13.5, boys.
Nah.
I do like how we're starting to make picks now just to go opposite of each other.
Yeah, you got to do it. Bennett out there slinging it.
Like when I saw those Kent State unis and knew they were playing Northern Illinois, it had to be done.
Yeah, piece of shit.
When UTEP came through for me last week, saw them against the Roadrunners this week, it had to be done. Home dog plus the points.
Yeah, you must hate money. Especially after there you go, Liberty.
That'll help slow down a pass rush a bit.
Well, yeah, if we stop taking these drops out of the shotgun and just letting Willis get smoked. I mean, they've got 58 rush from Max, 8 rushes, 58 yards to front of the back.
Yeah, why would you just not continue to feed him the football? That was a heck of a juke there.
That was. And you got time, too. Like, your goal needs to put this game to half at 17-7, like, realistically. Oh, let's throw it deep again.
Oh, that was a pretty good adjustment by the receiver, though.
Flag. Are you going to call that PI? I didn't see what the flag was. Must not have been anything. It's still 2nd and 10. Ooh.
Oh. Clean hit, though. it's good to see them not throw the flag just because it was a big hit. You know what I mean?
Which does seem to happen quite a bit.
All the time.
Yep.
There we go. This college football playoff race is going to be really interesting if Wake Forest and Oklahoma go undefeated. I mean, Wake's going to be on the outside looking in, even if they are undefeated. Well, that's the
way. Especially if you still got Cincinnati, Alabama's going to be in there regardless, as long as they don't lose again. Obviously, Georgia. Wake's got a tough road. They need some losses.
I mean, they're obviously North Carolina today converts on 4th down. NC State next week at home. Got to go to Clemson, which there's probably going to be a favorable line towards Wake in that game. They finish up at BC.
Oh, yeah, they should win out. I don't know why they're measuring this. It seemed like it was clearly short. 4th down. Do you go for it if you're Hugh Freeze?
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course. Probably take a 7-step drop and try to huck it 30 yards. Get sacked. 7-14. They're 50% 4th downs this year. Gone for it half as many times as Lane Kiffin.
Tied for 68th best in the FBS. That's always a great stat.
There you go.
Is it raining in Memphis, or what's cooking with this game being 0-0 still? Let's look at the weather live. Well, 55 with no rain. That's strange.
It's cold.
For those Texas boys.
Yeah.
Got a guy in one of my group chats that lives in Cleveland. So he always likes to give the weather forecast this time of year. And it's some unders hit last season just because of that cold, rainy weather.
Oh, in Cleveland? Yeah.
Yeah. That's stuff to keep tabs on this time of year, too.
Oh, no. In this commercial, the kid dropped his last pizza pocket.
Oh.
Oh, no. Why he's playing 2K22.
Yeah, he recovered.
Yeah, just wipe it off in the shirt. You got it, kid. What time is it? We are almost to Breeders' Cup time, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a big day for you.
It is a big day. Wish I felt a little better. That'd be great. But
yeah, this might be a nap at some point in time. Maybe the second half of these 3:30 slate games, if they're in a comfortable spot.
Well, Liberty's got, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
They go down, get a score, at least make it a little interesting. Oh, UAB's pulled a little closer. Duke 19, Pitt 14. What? Illinois holding that comfortable 14-point lead.
Uh-oh, Miami 14-7. Georgia Tech gets the ball back.
Uh-oh.
Of course, Miami drives and fumbles. Let's go, boys.
Van Dyke slinging it. 8 for 12, 128, two TDs.
Yep. It's nice to see that for the first time in a long time. I mean, Miami quarterbacks have just been abysmal, really, since Ken Dorsey.
Oh, what a legend.
Yeah.
Ken Dorsey was one of those fun, like what did he lose? One game in all of college, and then he got drafted in like the 7th round.
Yeah. And I think he's like a quarterbacks coach in Carolina or somewhere now.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Ken Dorsey, see what he's doing. Passing game coordinator for the Buffalo Bills.
Oh. Pretty easy gig when you got Josh Allen under center.
Yeah. He was the Carolina Panthers quarterback coach for a long time. Quarterbacks coach the Bills, and then he became the passing coordinator this year. He was a scout with the Panthers before he became their quarterbacks coach. And he was also the assistant athletic director at Florida International for a year.
Interesting.
Oh, here we go.
See, feed Mac.
Hey, he's going to have 100 yards in this first half.
North Carolina scores up 21-17.
Ken Dorsey had a career 8 interceptions and 18 picks in the NFL. Solid.
Not bad.
Did he throw 18 picks total?
No shot. No shot. I mean, he was slinging it to Andre Johnson that first season, and then the lineup of running backs. I mean, it's crazy because he even had like Kevin Beard and Ethnic Sands, some of those Miami receivers that did nothing after their college career.
I feel like you don't see that near as much anymore, though. Like these big-time college players, I feel like at least get
a look.
Yeah.
Are you still going to take USC tonight, even though Drake London's out?
Yep. Got to do it. Picked off. That was.
Oh, the safety was just sitting there. That's not good for the NFL grade.
The old draft stock.
Yeah.
That was a shit throw.
I mean, the safety just sat there and waited.
They tried to oh man. Threw it right to him. I mean, it wasn't even a good throw. Like, it was so underthrown. Like, if you're going to go there, you got to at least go outside, give him a shot. Oh, look at that chain. Give him that chain. Lane Kiffin, he's gonna score here. He's going to try to.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Might run the ball in that.
Ooh, great.
Just keep chucking it deep. I'm all for Corral just throwing it. Look at them trying to put the chain on him, but they can't fit it over something.
Turnover chains, slot machines.
A big chunk of red grass. Old Ely's helmet. There it is. Chuck it deep. Oh. I like Ole Miss just because I just like to see the deep ball. Like me and everyone else in the world.
Well, Kiffin has no problem doing that.
Yeah, dude. Took them all of
first down.
A minute to get down into opponent's territory. Got all the time in the world, 3 timeouts. Go ahead and try to score twice, Lane. Jeez. Oh, wow. Wow. That's in. Jackson in again.
Right on the money. Oh, put that cat on skates. Little stutter step. In the North Carolina Wake game, they're doing the taste of the town with the broadcasters eating a triple BLT. That was a lot of bacon.
Oh, -9 feels really solid.
Wake.
Oh, there it is.
What was that?
The one guy's not even eating his sandwich.
Look at the size of those things, though. Holy shit.
Oh, Hartman.
Yep. So this Wake RPO with them just holding it there at the line is crazy to watch. There we go.
Are they known for their BLTs in North Carolina?
Must be.
Yes.
Ooh, Garrett Wilson out for the Ohio State Buckeyes. That might be something to keep tabs on. And by might, that is something to keep tabs on.
SMU 7-0. Live bet at -5 or -0.5. Let's go. Nebraska 4th and 6.
Miami gets the ball back, gets it inside the 20, another fumble. They do like making me sweat at the very least.
Oh, that last play was a 71-yard touchdown run that GT scored on.
Yep. Just a big play. We're fine. We're fine.
Oh, look at these Halloween costumes. A little late, folks.
Halftime show, maybe?
Is it the band?
I think they're saying in front of the band.
Maybe it's like the dance team. Oh, wow. Willis gets sacked and just drugged down by his head. Surprise, surprise.
Ooh, no flag? No flag. Good.
$29 sacks in the season. 6 today.
Touchdown, Wake. Beautiful one-handed grab. Let's go. This is on pace to be well over 76, though.
Oh, dude, look at Hartman just out there slinging it.
Put a lot of air underneath that one.
Oh yeah, that's a grab. Oh, look at Liberty goes back to Mac and they can pick up or damn near pick up 2nd and 16.
Of course. They are running the football well. Oh wait, that wasn't Lewis.
Oh, Lewis, different guy. They're running the ball so well, and then they keep. Oh, dude, Lewis is look at this little guy. Oh, fumble! Right as I say, look at this little guy. Puts the ball on the turf.
Ripped out. Oh, they whistle him dead. Whistle it dead.
Looks like it.
What's the live total for Wake at North Carolina?
Live total.
Yeah. Is that what, 45 now with 8 minutes
97.
left? I would probably take it to go over that now because it's at 45 and we got 8 minutes left in the second quarter. It's crazy though because both teams each have a turnover too.
Oh, yeah, his knee was down when it got ripped out. Good call. Lane, of course, will inquire about it because why not?
Lane, that's what he does.
Yeah, he's clearly down. Come on, you're at home. They should show that up there on the screen, and then you just say, yeah. And what's Hugh Freeze all pissed off about?
End of the first, Miami 14, Georgia Tech 7. A lot of football to be had there yet.
Hugh Freeze is not happy with this officiating crew.
Memphis ties it up for you.
Oh. Right before half, too. Awesome. Well, the game for protection, and what's he do? He checks it down.
We got 2 timeouts.
What do we? Oh, good. First race of the Breeders' Cup Day at Del Mar. I missed it. Solid. Wouldn't have won anyway, so it's fine.
It's both these offenses in this Carolina away game are just moving the ball at will.
I hope they hit 100. Willis drops back and is sacked. Wow, that's surprising.
Wow. Haven't heard that one before.
Just let it run out, Hugh. Just let it run out.
I mean, if anything, this is hurting Malik Willis's draft stock completely.
Like, this game's over. Just,
we focused on this because we thought it was going to be a shootout, a couple great quarterbacks playing, and Matt Corral is.
Well, I told you it was going to be Ole Miss by 20. And I was wrong because it's going to be maybe more. Yeah. What was the over-under in this one, too? It was all 70.
I think this one was 67. It was 76.
Was it?
Yeah. But I have been consistently on the wrong side of totals this season so far, so we just sit those out.
Yeah, solid move.
Man, I really want one of those long sleeve T-shirts with a hood on it. Well, long sleeve shirts with a hood on it. I got to try
the long sleeve hoodie.
Yeah.
This is weird when you say with a hood on it.
I don't know what it's technically called, but we understand what we're saying.
Yeah. Well, whatever shirt Lane Kiffin's wearing at the moment.
Yeah, we want it.
All right. So we reach halftime, 24-0. This game is probably going to be a blowout, and both of us don't want to be here because we feel terrible.
Yeah, sorry. We'll recharge.
Yeah, we tried to get gas, and it just almost didn't even seem worthwhile because didn't really want to stretch this out for the entire game. So that being said, thanks for Tom and Dennis and everyone who showed up in the chat. Do we want to do NFL tomorrow or no?
We can do it tomorrow. We want to cover it now quick, and then we just chimed in on it. Want to rest up and jump to a half hour before the noon kickoffs.
You want to jump on before noon kickoff?
Yeah, we could do that.
So we're doing that, I guess. If not, let's say TBA.
Yeah. The picks will be out either way.
Yeah. That's all that matters. It's been a rough weekend. And quite frankly, you see too much of us anyway. Ooh, what is going on? Anyway, all right. So thanks, everyone. Don't get off when we end this because we got to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. See everybody later. Good luck. Bye.